Good afternoon. I'm Laurie Melanson, Superintendent of Schools. We're here to answer questions from the community, from the students, from teachers on for the Woodsville High School administration. I'm here with Eric Chase, Principal of Woodsville High School, and want to thank Mr. Nichols for sponsoring, organizing this forum. And the two questions we had today are, Mr. Chase, how many emails do you get a day?
Well, I actually had to go back and look at this. I would estimate somewhere between 200 and 250 a day, but not all emails are created equal. And say there's probably 100 and 125 or so that demand my response. There's probably another 75 or 80 of people replying to all needlessly. Oh, that's great, thumbs up, you know, that takes a lot of space. And then, of course, advertisements. It's the political season. I'm a political junkie. I'm getting a lot of political ads. I'm also getting a lot of people who are trying to make their fortunes from the pandemic, trying to sell me PPE.
Right, right, I know. Yeah, since the pandemic, we definitely be getting more emails like that. So, on a more serious, side, people want to know, what to expect for second semester. I know you've been in a hybrid model to open school safely, and what are your thoughts and plans for second semester? It starts in January.
Yeah, the first semester ends January 22nd. Largely, second semester will be determined by the infection rate in the community. I've been looking at this nonstop since school opened. When can we open fully? When can we get all kids back at all times? I think I've got it planned out reasonably well. We've got 15 or so classes for second semester that would exceed 15 per class, and we're working on plans of that. Not that we're making a absolutely let's do this. It's really going to depend on the circumstances, but if the circumstances move favorably, I want to be able to open fully as soon as we possibly can.
Thank you. I know a lot of thought and planning goes into our reopening plans safely. So a couple of other questions that have come up. We are socially distant, but we are wearing masks because we're currently in the learning center at the high school and there are students in the room. So I hope everybody can hear us clearly. One of the questions that has come up is, what about snow days this year? Because we have the ability to teach remotely, will we need snow days? And I've given this a lot of thought, and I spend a lot of time in the winter looking at the weather and trying to make the decisions that I think will work for all of our schools. And I think if we have a gigantic storm coming, a big nor'easter that we're expecting, or that we don't expect, that will be a regular, I will call a snow day. There'll be no remote instruction during a big storm. We know that in big storms, people lose power, would have difficulty with internet, so that would be a regular, traditional old snow day. If we have a day where we have some ice and we have some really messy roads for the morning commute, I will be prepared to call for a remote instruction day, where teachers and students would stay home for the day and teachers would be ready and prepared to provide remote instruction. If anybody has questions or comments about that, you can call me at the SAU, 787-2113, I'm extension 118, or you can email me, lmelanson@sau23.org. We will make the best decisions we can with the information that we have. Another topic that I just want to comment on briefly is about the travel guidelines that we have in this state that we are implementing in all of our schools, and most schools are in the state. And the guidelines is that if any student or staff member travels outside of New England, they have to quarantine for 14 days. And I know people have a lot of opinions and concerns about that, but that is the policy and procedure that we are already implementing. I know that can be super challenging around Thanksgiving and the holiday break. We will have a discussion at the board about the possibility of having remote instruction in January for the 2 weeks, because a lot of family members are going to be traveling and a lot of staff may be traveling, and we want to make sure that we're proactive and we have a safe school community environment that we can possibly have. But there's been no vote on that, so as of now, we would be returning after Christmas break unless unless the board decides otherwise. So, I don't know if you have anything you'd like to add?
I do not. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, we're going to try this forum at least once a month. If anyone in the community has questions, please go to woodsvillehighschool.com, and Mr. Nichols will have a Google form there for you to just enter any kind of question, and we'll answer as many as we can. Thank you so much.